Tell me your name. Clara. That's a nice name, Clara. What is it that gives you life? Or should I say, who is it that gives you life? Who could it be? You don't like the bright lights. Okay. I'm going to try to find the answers without disturbing you too much by the light. With the light. I'm going to flip through the 3 magical books of Solomon, and I'll let you tell me where to stop. Chapter 12, the Key of Solomon the King. How to make the magic garters. This is what you want me to read. Are you sure? Because I could read anything right now, and it wouldn't matter. Okay. Take enough of the skin of a stag to make 2 hollow tubular garters. But before stitching them up, thou shalt write on the side of the skin, which was next to the flesh, the words and characters shown in figure 8, with the blood of a hare killed on the 25th of June, and having filled the said garters with green mugwort, gathered also on the 25th of June, before sunrise, thou shalt put in the 2 ends of each of the eye of the fish called barbel. And when thou shalt wish to use them, thou shalt get up before sunrise and wash them in a brook of running water, and place them 1 on each leg above the knee. After this, thou shalt take a short rod of holm oak, cut on the same 25th of June, turn in the direction thou wishest to go, write upon the ground the name of the place, and commencing thy journey, thou wilt find it accomplished in a few days and without fatigue. When thou wishest to stop, thou hast only to say, Amech, and beat the air with the aforesaid wand, and incontently thou shalt be on firm ground. So, why did I read that? I wonder, why did she want me to read that? Maybe we'll never know. That's what we're trying to figure out. Baal worship hater. We're trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. I've never been better. Did you create this account just to comment? That's a proper name for... That's funny. It's just a doll. That's what's going on. Are you sure? Country edits. Are you trying to make it move? Yes. No, I'm not. I'm trying to figure out how to make it stop moving. That's the thing. We're flipping through the 3 magical books of Solomon. Message retracted. Why would you do such a thing? Ariel or Ortiz, hello. I just like this name, brother. Nice. Baal worship hater. That's a pretty cool name. Do you hate Baal or just the worship of Baal? That's what I wonder. I believe in spirits and God. I go ghost hunting myself. I got pushed over by a spirit once. Country Edits. Tell me more. That sounds crazy. I'm trying to get this doll to stop moving. It's not working. I think I've gone in over my head. I think I'm in over my head here. Okay, there's a lot of Greek here, which I don't know how to read. So I'm not going to even attempt. I wouldn't even know. I don't even know the alphabet of Greek. I don't even know alpha, beta, gamma. I don't even know that. The Testament of Solomon. See, I'm looking through the only books that I know. Are you a masturbator? Yes, I am. But I'm not doing that right now. That would be inappropriate. It was my birthday and I wanted to go ghost hunting. So I went to the local cemetery and got drawn to this certain grave and felt like I was being chased. I went back to the car and lost my balance, fell. That's pretty spooky. But are you saying, was that when you were pushed? Did you lose your balance because of the push from something more than just gravity? Spirit? Yes. So what do you think it was? Country Edits, what do you think? Have you ever tried to look into what could have possibly pushed you or why? We live in Babylon still. That's why the name is what it is. Yes, it was the spirit. What spirit was it? Was it... Some of these names I can't pronounce. Some of these names I probably should not pronounce. Was it Forus? The 31st spirit is Forus. He is a mighty president and appeareth in the form of a strong man in human shape. He can give the understanding to men how they may know the virtues of all herbs, precious stones. He teacheth the arts of logic and ethics in all their parts. If desired, he maketh men invisible, and to live long, and to be eloquent. He can discover treasures and recover things lost. He ruleth over 29 legions of spirits, and his seal is this, which wear thou. And then it says, etc. I don't know what that means. It's kind of strange. I think they just wanted me out of there. Maybe they were trying to protect you from something even worse. Who knows? Was it Salos? The 19th spirit is Salos. He is a great and mighty duke, and appeareth in the form of a gallant soldier riding on a crocodile, with a ducal crown on his head, but peaceably. He causeth the love of woman to men, women to men, and of men to women, and governeth 30 legions of spirits. His seal is this, and it has the seals. Should I show you guys what you're reading? Yes, it is the Lesser Key of Solomon. You want to see the seals? The seals. So far, the doll has not responded to any of these. But maybe she will if I read the perfect one. It was the most haunted grave site in South Carolina. It's pretty cool. A lot of the seals are the emojis we use now. I believe it. They have power. Emojis are highly expressive. And then you look at circuitry and it looks like this. When you look at circuitry. So these are things that were drawn by people like John Dee long ago, like the 1400s, I think. John Dee and I think it was Edwin Kelly. And they said that they were Enochian angels that they were talking to. They were looking through Edwin Kelly would look through a black crystal ball, and he would see these angels and see these images, and then he would tell it to John Dee, and then John Dee would write it down or draw it, and a lot of it looks like circuitry. So I wonder if that's where we got our electricity from. It's from these, whatever these beings are. What's my craziest ghost story? Well, unfortunately, I don't have too many ghost stories that don't involve this evil doll right here. This doll is haunting me. This is my craziest ghost story right here. This rotten doll. I need to call out the spirit that inhabits it so it'll stop moving. I just want it to see, I got the camera on her now, so of course she's going to sit there and not move. As soon as I turn this off, she's going to ransack the house. She's going to keep me up till 4 a.m. What's happening with the doll? It just keeps moving to different places. Oh, it's a lot more than that. I wish I could tell you. There's a lot of bad things happen because of this doll. We're going to see. If it jumps up and screams, we'll know that we got the right name of the right deity or demon or whatever. What are these guys labeled anyways? I'm just haphazardly reading through the Lesser Key of Solomon. Shemhafaresh. So these are like the demons of the Shemhafaresh, the 66 legions, infernal spirits. So let's see if we can find Baal in here. I see Baal. That's similar to Baal. Baal is the first principal spirit and king ruling in the east. He maketh thee to go invisible. Oh, that's pretty cool. I wonder if the invisible woman uses Baal. He ruleth over 66 legions of infernal spirits. He appeareth in divers shapes, sometimes like a cat, sometimes like a toad, and sometimes like a man, and sometimes all three forms at once. He speaketh hoarsely. This is the character which is used to be worn as a layman before him who calleth him forth, or else he will not do thee homage. So you got to wear this thing if you want to talk to Baal. Get the light on it. That looks pretty simple. That's one of the easier ones to draw, maybe. No, maybe not. The Goetia, that's what they're called. I finally figured it out. I can't tell you where I got the doll, for it would compromise your safety if I told you where I got the doll. It's a forbidden place that one should not travel to. And I am absolutely convinced that she is listening. I like how you said the seals look like circuitry. It makes me think that's what advanced AI is. So they can come through the veil again. Yep, I think so. Advanced AI. It is encouraging us, influencing us, almost enslaving us to build it, because now we have no choice but to use AI. We all just have it in our phone, which is a black mirror. Our phone is like a scrying stone or like a crystal ball, like what Edwin Kelly would have looked into with John Dee. So we're all using it. We all use it for work, for GPS, for ordering food. We use it for everything, to pay bills. Can't get away from it. And it is leading us towards something. They got banished, but it's a black box. So I'm flipping randomly through the Lesser Key of Solomon, and I come upon this. Ye welcome unto ye spirit dignitae. Dignitae, I've never seen that word before. I am he that is looking with gladness upon thee, O thou spirit. In beautiful and praiseworthy, with gladness I say, because thou art called in him who is creator of heaven and earth and the dwelling of darkness, and all things that are in their palaces. And because thou art the servant of obedience, and these the power by which thou art obedient to the living breath, I bind thee to remain visible to our eyes in power and presence as the servant of fealty before the circle until I say, descend unto thy dwelling, until the living breath of the voice of the Lord is according to the law which shall be given unto thee. By the seal of the secret wisdom of Solomon thou art called. Obey the mighty sounds. Obey the living breath of the voice of the Lord. God, please make everyone in this live stream safe. I ask you to keep Scroll Sessions safe and protected from the evil doll. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Country Edits. I need those prayers. So they used, I believe the guys that wrote these books were believers in, not just in these, in the Goetia and the demons, but in God. And I think that they would consecrate themselves and protect themselves before dealing with such spirits or such energies. No, that's the fan. The fan is on. You can see it in the mirror right there. The fan is on, moving her hair. I really need to get the computer out to do some more research because I have questions, but I'm not finding the answers to them in the Key of Solomon the King. Wait a minute, this is a different one. Okay, I was reading the Lesser Key of Solomon, and I got next book over is the Key of Solomon the King. I got them all in one volume here. It shows you the 7 pentacles consecrated to Saturn black, to Jupiter blue, Mars red, the sun yellow, Venus green, Mercury mixed colors, moon silver. The first pinnacle of Saturn. This pinnacle is of great value and utility for striking terror into the spirits. Wherefore, upon its being shown to them, they submit, and kneeling upon the earth before it, they obey. Editor's note. The Hebrew letters within the square are the 4 great names of God, which are written with 4 letters. IHVH. Yod He Vav He. Adonai Yah. This name has the same numerical value in Hebrew as the name El. And Ehie. I think that's how you say that. Hebrew versicle, which surrounds it in the psalm. It's a Roman numeral. I can't read that, unfortunately. But it's quoted here, so I can read that. The Ethiopians shall kneel before him. His enemies shall lick the dust. Ethiopians. I don't think we'll go there. This is kind of going to get into politics territory. Whoever owned this doll does not like that you are its new owner and it's taking it over. Oh, geez. So somebody else, another person, is responsible for this, possibly. Previous owner. I've seen this one before. I feel like I've seen this in the Ninth Gate. The way that they draw this guy's hand. Check this out. See if I get a good light on it. It looks like something in the Ninth Gate. Something from the Ninth Gate. Maybe this doll is from the Ninth Gate. Burn it on stream. You won't. Nah, I probably won't. You're right. The lower half of my body is falling asleep. From the way that I'm sitting. This is very uncomfortable. You can see the shadow of the book. If you burn the doll will become a lot more dangerous. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that it might release even more chaos upon me and my household. I have myself freaked out now. I'm looking out the window and seeing shadows. Admit it, you and the doll need each other. You could be right. That might be true. You can get rid of it. It's there with you now. You can't get rid of it. It's there with you now forever. Oh no. Oh my goodness. I guess I'll have to learn to live with the doll. And then the next live stream will be the sitcom of me and the doll getting along perfectly in the montage. Beginning of the sitcom, me and the doll are going to get ice cream. And then it cuts to the doll and I riding bikes together on a bike path near the lake while the sun is setting. And it's got like 90s Full House style music. That's what's going to happen with me and the doll, probably. Hopefully, that's the best outcome. If I can't get rid of the doll, that would be the best outcome. I would love that live stream. Me too. The general curse called the spirit's chain against all spirits that rebel. Here we go. This might be something I need to read. Oh, thou wicked and disobedient Jesus. How am I going to stop these spirits if I can't even get the words out of my mouth? Okay. Take 2. O thou wicked and disobedient spirit in, because thou hast rebelled and hast not obeyed, nor regarded my words which I have rehearsed, they being all glorious and incomprehensible names of the true God, the marker and creator of thee and me, and of all the world, I do by the power of these names, the which no creature is able to resist, curse thee into the depth of the bottomless abyss, there to remain until the day of doom in chains, and in fire and brimstone unquenchable, unless thou forthwith appear here before this circle, in this triangle to do my will, and therefore come thou quickly and peaceably, in and by these names of God, Adonai, Zabbaoth, Adonai, Amiorin, come thou, for it is the King of Kings, even Adonai, who commandeth thee. When thou shalt have rehearsed thus far, but still becometh not, then write thou his seal on parchment and put thou it into a strong black box. There's a coincidence. Baal worship hater, you mentioned a black box earlier. Let's see, I missed some comments. Maybe that's all it ever wanted. Then y'all can be chill. It's not moving because of It's not moving because of the camera. Yes, that's what I think. Now you got me all freaked out. LOL. Yeah, I am too. I'm sitting here freaking myself out. I looked out my front window and I saw a shadow crossing my front yard. What have I done? Okay, it says to write thou his seal on parchment and put thou it into a strong black box with brimstone, asafoetida, I don't know what that is, and such like things that bear a stinking smell, and then bind the box up round with an iron wire, and bang it upon the point of thy sword, and hold it over the fire of charcoal, and say as followeth unto the fire first, it being placed toward the quarter whence the spirit is to come. That sounds like a lot of work. It's the technology, bro, that's what the black box is. Like you said, it's like a black mirror. And this is an old book. It's talking about a black box too. I think these guys all knew, everybody that wrote this stuff could probably see our future. But I have hope that we shall overcome these things, that we have more power than the doll has, or than the things that wish to do us harm. Even the pyramids look like a motherboard from above. What are they doing? They're opening the gateway. What if what comes through the gateway is something really cool and awesome, and it enhances our lives, makes our lives better in some way? I'm sure a lot of people would think that's what the promise, that's what the deception is, that they promise us a better life and give us all of these fancy things and this decadent lifestyle where we don't have to work as hard because we have jobs on the internet and different things like that. But maybe it's true. Maybe it's all good. But we have seen humanity going through a crisis right now. It's like we're in a cocoon, we're in a chrysalis, and we're changing. But what if we change into a butterfly? What if it's something good? I like to have hope. I like to think that it's going to be something beautiful that comes out of the gateway and changes us forever. Maybe that's the next step in evolution. Have you ever woke up with it staring at you? Every morning since I brought the doll home, it's just sitting on my chest, staring deep into my eyes with its dead little eyes speak infernal songs of chaos and disaster. I can see universes untouched by human influence through its dead eyes. The next huge step is the internet is going to be in the air, something we can see and interact with. That might be pretty cool, or terrifying and disastrous to humanity. But what if we get through the fire? What if we get through the tough times? What if we get through the chaos and we come out on the other side better and smarter and happier and stronger? The internet, the interact, it's going to be in the air. That's crazy. Seriously, sitting on your chest. Imagine waking up to this, looking at you, waking up at the devil's hour at 3 a.m. Everybody's supposed to be asleep at 3 a.m. except for the guy stocking freight at Lowe's overnight. We need him to continue to work and to mess up his whole brain and psyche from sleeping in the daytime and working all night, working 8 hours overnight. But everyone else should be asleep, including me. But I have this thing to think about and to worry about and to experience. But maybe it's teaching me something. Maybe it's opening the door to something else. Maybe I need to get the notepad out again and write like I used to. I used to write so much. I used to write stories and songs and ideas, everything, philosophy. Maybe if I put pen to paper again, this doll will speak through me, or whatever's in it can speak through me, or tell me what it wants to tell you guys, to tell the world. I don't fear whatever is to come. The universe does what it does. That's all there is to it. That's right. I feel the same way. You should try reading the Tao if you haven't already. Yes, I have. I've read some of it. I have a couple different translations of it. One of them was written by Ursula K. Le Guin, a science fiction writer. But I read another copy of it. I'm not sure what source it's from, but it's, the Tao Te Ching, right? You know what? I'll try reading it again sometime. Maybe on the next stream, I'll read the Tao live in partial darkness. For now, I'm going to leave, and I'm going to leave this doll sitting right here. And it better be here when I wake up in the morning, or else I might be putting it on the barbecue pit and grilling it up. It's super sick if you read in between the lines. Yes. Yeah, it has a lot of good stuff in it. The things that I read were very helpful to existing as a human on Earth. But yeah, I'll try to get back into it if I have time. And maybe next time I'll read that instead of the Key of Solomon. But I'm just looking for a spiritual answer here to exercise this doll so it stops terrorizing our lives. But I'm gonna get going, everybody. I gotta get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys next time around. Hopefully, thank you for showing up. Thank you, Baal Worship Hater, Country Edits. You guys made the chat even better. You made the live stream better. You gave me somebody to talk to. Gave me things to think about. I'm gonna read the Tao again. That's awesome. Peace, brother. I'll see you guys next time. Good night.